أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين اللهم يسر ولا تعسر رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the opportunity given us. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our deeds and our work. Everything that we do, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put His hands in it and give us opportunity to do it for His sake. In our previous lesson, we looked at ghusl. We look at types of ghusl. We spoke about compulsory aspect of ghusl. We've also spoken about the way it can be done for Muslim, someone who just become a Muslim and all that, to make sure that everyone is aware of their barriers. We spoke regarding that no one is allowed to give anyone a bath just because the person just become a Muslim. You don't do that. So all that, we try the best to see the aspect where we stand in terms of the ghusl. Today we're going to look at tayammum. Tayammum also is one aspect of our religious aspect where it is important for us to be able to know what we do and how we do it. I think their line is off, so internet is acting funny at the moment. So we're going to start inshallah regarding tayammum today and Malam Nuru-Deen. That will be page number 9. Babun mujibatu tayammum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. باب موجبات التيمم. اعلم بأن موجب التيمم يرجع أو يرجع في تحصيله للعدم وفرضه أصل الفروض كلها أعني بها النية في محلها ثم صعيد طاهر كمثله لم ينتقل في حكمه عن أصله وضربة للوجه واليدين في مرة إن شئت أو اثنتين وفرضه عدوه كالفروض كفرض ما يبطل بالتبعيض روايتان جاءتا في المذهب فحصل العلم تكن كالكوكب. علم know بأن موجب التيمم, what makes tayammum compulsory upon us, يرجع في تحصيله للعدم. What we mean, whatever that will make tayammum compulsory on us is a situation where we are lacking something. So tayammum is just coming to replace that thing that we're lacking. Example, we're going to pray. We need water to make wudu. Lack of water, tayammum is then becoming compulsory so that we can do something to give us the opportunity to pray. We are going to perform nafil prayer. We don't have wudu. At that moment, tayammum becomes compulsory to give us the opportunity to be able to pray. We are going to make tawaf hawl al-Kaaba, around the Kaaba. At that moment, without wudu, tayammum becomes compulsory upon us to be able to perform this act. We are planning, we wanted to, let's say, read Quran. We don't have wudu. Tayammum becomes compulsory on us to give us the opportunity to be able to pray or to read the Quran. So things that are done by wudu, without wudu, tayammum comes in that place. Remember, not only there's no water, sometimes we have water, but it's not enough for us to take other responsibility or other activity like drinking. We have water. It's enough for our drinking, but it's not enough if we are to perform ghusl or wudu to pray. وفرضه أصل الفروض كلها. فرضه أصل الفروض كلها. The fard of tayammum is just like origin of all fard. Is the same thing. What do we mean by the same thing? It is the compulsory aspect of wudu, or the whatever that is the origin of all other fard. The same thing is for the tayammum. That is a'ani biha an-niyya. What he means here, which is the origin of all fara'id in terms of prayer, fasting, giving zakat, or all this. The important component aspect of it is the intention. So intention is the origin of all things that are compulsory. Not even compulsory, things that are sunnah. Our intention is what determines how we perform that act. ثم صعيد الطاهر. صعيد الطاهر, we spoke about كل ما صعد على وجه الأرض. Anything that is on the surface of the earth that is natural is considered sa'id. It can be dust. It can be a rock or stone. It can be a soil or sand. It can be snow, not grass, and not a tree or any thing that is artificial. Now, ثم صعيد الطاهر, that then the clean, as-sa'id, anything that is on the surface of the earth that is clean. كمثله لم ينتقل في حكمه عن أصله. And remember, the thing should not be taken from its origin. What we mean by taken from its origin is, let's say for instance you take a sand and then use the sand to make a block or brick. At that moment the sand is not in its origin anymore, unless if the brick is just mainly sand, no addition, and also it has not been put in fire to become that strong as we saw in our normal bricks, then it's still considered original. But the moment it's changed from its origin, you are not allowed unless you are in a state where you have no choice. Then at that moment you will be pardoned. And in this circumstance, we're talking about a sick person who is lying down and could not get someone who can pass him or give him something to make tayammum with, and he's lying down in a room that is made of mud, and you can see the mud is natural dust. He can touch that. But if he can get something, then he would prefer that thing better than him using the wall. وَضَرْبَةٌ لِلْوَجْهِ وَالْيَدَيْنِ, and also wiping the face and also the arm. Generally, in tayammum, we wipe the hand before the face. Unlike in wudu, we wash our face before our arm. In tayammum, we wipe the arm and then we come to the face. That's how it goes. And this one, it said the touching of the soil or the sand or whatever you're going to use for tayammum. The touching, the first touch that you do is what we mean the fard. Of course, we're not talking about all. For those who use twice, some people will use one for the arm and touch again for the face. وَفَرْضُهُ عَدُّوهُ كَالْفُرُودِ. Of course, it has been counted like any other fard. كَفَرْضِ مَا يَبْطِلُ بِالتَّبْعِيدِ. And also with any fard, we are looking at things that without it won't be complete. The same thing applies to this. It's not like anything specific that is different from any other any other way of worship. It's just general. Everything that a fard needs to be met for it to be complete, tayammum also goes with the same. And it's a riwayatani جاءتا في المذهب فحصل بالعلم تكون كالكوكب. So this one is basically different riwayat came under the madhab of Imam Malik, and it said that follow and take this knowledge, you will become like a star. باب سنن التيمم. وقيل فرد كالذي تقدم قولا لمن قال به مسلمة، قد قيل في ضربة منه الثانية فإنها مسنونة على علانية، ونفتك اليدين مما قد علق من التراب فيهما إن يلتصق. Here وقيل فرد كالذي تقدم. As we spoke about regarding wudu and other things, they said anytime you get arrangement of fard by itself, it becomes fard. The arrangement of fard in together, it becomes sunnah. So it said the same thing with this one as we saw in the previous fara'id that we made mention. قولا لمن قال
معنى شكلا ذاكم زينكم خفا ومن كأمير المؤمنين وسنوه علي أبي السبطين ذي القرب والوفاء دلائل كالشمس المنيرة ما اقتفات سوى عند أعمى ما لداء له شفاء وذا الدين قد أما البسيطة واعتلى على الدير رغما من خصوم ومن نفى وهل قوت روح كالصلاة وهل ترى نظيرا لطهر أو صيام لمن صفى عليك بها فلترك عن تواضعا لربي ترى التمكين والقرب والصفا به وإليه فيه أنه مجاله بذاك ينال القدس أنفى وأنظفا هناك تراه أو يراك فلا تكن وصحويك لا تنطق حذارق فانقفا وكسر أصناما كمثل خليله وأمست بطاح النار بردا مشرفا وأحيا كإيسى بعد موتى لقومه وبالمس نال الأسقمون كذا الشفاء لموسى مياه من رخام تفجرت ومن كف خير الخلق سال ونيفا وقد فلق البحر الكليم وإنه له شق بدر إذ دعاكم إلى الوفا سليمان ملك سخر الجن بينما قد استخدم الهادي ملائك من كفى وأسرى به الله الجليل جلاله من القدس للعلو العلي متصرفا وإني له أسري وأسري بسره إلى الحضرة العليا أرى متأكفا عليه صلاة الله ثم سلامه يقربني الديان عني قد عفا عليه صلاة الله ثم سلامه أرى الهود قد ولوا بذل إلى اقتفاء عليه صلاة الله ثم سلامه أرى الهود قد ولوا صلاة الله ثم سلامه ومن والدي شيخا وأصلا ومختفى بذا القدر والمقدار ما قال قائل ضياء من الهادي البرية مصطفى عليه صلاة الله ثم سلامه وهل بعد هذا كله سوف أرجع صلى الله عليه وسلم.